Okay, now today we're going to talk about right triangle congruency. And before we get into that, if you did the bell ringer here, let you look at those six um, criterias. We ask you to pick out the good ones we can use when those conditions are met. The two triangles will be congruent. These rules apply to any two triangles. Doesn't have to be right. Okay, it could be any. So actually, out of those six, four are good, but angle, triple A is not a good one. It just proves the triangles are similar, which means have the same shape, but not the same size. Okay, so congruent means same shape, but also same size. So that's not good. And side angle, it that's not a good one. Okay. And the good ones are side, angle, side, and angle, side. Last lesson we did that, we reinforced those four criterias. Okay. So side, side, and angle, side. Today, we're going to introduce what if you have a pair of right triangles? Okay, so that means we know where the right angles are. Okay, so if you have two right angles, if those four conditions happen, we can say those two triangles, right triangles, are congruent. First one's HL. If the hypotenuse and one pair of legs are congruent, then the two triangles are congruent. Okay, very simple. Only two things. The first we need to have three items. Okay, here just two. Right triangle just two. Hypotenuse, leg, and also just this makes it easier to remember. HL and HA, ha. Okay, so the hypotenuse congruent, or just one pair of the now 90-degree angle. You have three angles, right? One right angle. We're talking about if the hypotenuse are the same, and one pair of the now 90-degree angles are congruent, and you can you can say the two right triangles are congruent. Okay. Then starts with hypotenuse HL, HA. All right. So there are two more. It starts with legs, LL, just like HL. We got LL. Instead of HA, you have LA. Okay. Laughing loud, Los Angeles. So you have two pairs of congruent legs. We're not talking about hypotenuse. Okay. So if the two pairs of the legs are the sides come out at 90-degree angle are congruent, it works. Those two right triangles are congruent. Or a pair of legs and a pair of now 90-degree angles are congruent. You're all set. Okay. So hypotenuse, leg, HL, hypotenuse, angle, leg, and leg, angle. So laughing loud, LA, ha, and hypotenuse, leg. All right, so let's just do a whole bunch of problems. Let's practice. So um, that's the whole point for the following assignment for us. Okay, let's just go through them. So make sure. Um, and let's just go through them. Okay, 1 and 3. State if the two triangles are congruent. If they are, state how you know. Hopefully you tried the odd number ones. Right now we're going through them, okay? So what are we looking at? We're looking at right triangles. Okay, we're looking at right triangles. Right triangles. I have L, one pair of legs are congruent. Oh, also I have a pair of legs. Legs are the ones come out at a 90-degree angle. So that's 90 degree, right? So we know our right triangles, two right triangles. Okay, so we have what? One pair and another pair of legs. So LL. So LL applies to right triangle. Laughing loud, they are congruent. Okay. If you don't use the right triangle, you can see side, angle, side, side, angle, side. If you're not looking at right triangle, you will have side, angle, side. And also, that's a good criteria. And this number one meets that. So those two are congruent. Okay. Okay. Number three. What do we have here? Oh, two right triangles. What do we have? We have the hypotenuse congruent. Okay. We have H, and we have a pair of non-90-degree angles. So it's ha. Okay, we know ha is a good sign. Meets, if that happens, pair of hypotenuse and a pair of now 90-degree angle, yes, and they are congruent. If you don't look at 90-degree angles, you have what? You have angle, angle, side, okay? If you're not looking at as a 90-degree angle, then you have to look at this way. Angle, angle, side could also be used to prove they are congruent. Okay, so it's pretty good. Now we have right triangle, leg, or if you not following us right triangles, it's side angle side will also prove. Okay, now you have two sets of rules. Hypotenuse angle, angle side. All right. All right, so let's move on. Let's go to the other problems we have yet to look at. Okay, let's go to 5. So 5, 7, and 9. Okay, let's do 5, 7, 9. Okay, so number 5, you have two right triangles because this triangle has a right angle, so there are two right triangles, okay? Hey, take a look here. They share the hypotenuse. So hypotenuse are congruent. And what else do they have? They have pair of non-90-degree angle. So ha, it works, okay? Or you can say what? It's also you can say is angle, side. Okay. But for right triangle, hypotenuse and angle, how works. What about 7? 7, you have the hypotenuse. Okay. And you have but however, can we use the right triangle rules for this? We can't because these are not right triangles, right? So we cannot use the right triangle rules, okay? So we cannot use HL, LA because they're not right triangles. So we can't use the right triangle rules. So then what? Then we have to use the other rules. See, this one's side, angle, side. This one's side, side, angle. So they're out of sequence, okay? So not it's this is side angle side, this is side angle, so they not matching up. So unfortunately, we cannot say those two triangles are congruent. So it does not fit the rules we just talked about, okay? Okay, number 9, we have two right triangles. Very good. And oh, we also have a vertical angle. That's great. So, but however, see, all the right triangle rules you need to have some sides. You either have hypotenuse, you will have one pair of legs. This didn't give us any length of any of the sides. So does not fit the right triangle rules. What if any triangle rules? It basically, actually, this is angle, 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 angle. So it's angle, 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 but we know angle, angle, angle is not good enough, okay, to prove triangle congruency. They're similar, same shape, but that doesn't mean they're the same sides because they didn't tell us the sides of the length. So this is not good enough. We cannot say definitively if those two triangles are congruent. Okay. So 135, yes, we have the rules down for them. 7, 9, this is not right triangle. So, and also none of the rules worked. This one's angle, 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 just not good enough. Okay. All right, now let's go look at another set of problems, different types of problems, okay? And following the same rules, but they're asking us to do something different. What do they want us to do here? Let's read it. Always read it, okay? State that additional information is required in order to know that the triangles are congruent for the reason given. Okay, so you will see it's not too bad, okay? All right, good. Those are two right triangles. So right triangles, HL will work. So, okay, hypotenuse are congruent. So what do you have to do? Either this pair are congruent, it would have worked. Or, guess what? Or if these pair of legs, okay, so actually they've got two answers. You can say either if DF segment is congruent, if they showed us that, DF is congruent to VX, that'll work. If we just put that down, that's good, okay? But there's a second solution for that, okay? There's a second solution. Second solution is what? DE, line segment DE is congruent to line segment VW, okay? So if you put up either this one or this one, you would have meet the HL criteria. If that happens for pair of right triangles, you have proved they are congruent. Okay. All right, very good. 13, LL. Okay, so talking about pair of legs. Okay, we know they share this pair of legs. Legs are the sides coming out of the 90-degree angle. So they are right triangles, very good, because add up to 180. So that's 90, that got to be 90. What's the other requirement? We must prove MH and ML. So the information that's required is segment the side MH gotta be congruent to the segment ML. Okay, so corresponding, come out a 90-degree angle and come out a 90-degree angle. Okay, all right, very good. So 15, do you want to do LA? Okay, so the pair of leg are congruent. Now you need to provide a pair of angle that's now 90-degree. So if you take a look here, if you said angle C and angle I are congruent, that have worked, okay? Angle I congruent to angle C, that have worked. All right. Or you can say the other pair of angles. So, but once you say this, it fits that bill. A pair of legs and a pair of now 90-degree angles are congruent. So that concrete proof that those two right triangles are congruent. Okay, so I have one more to look at it. Hopefully you're picking up some hints as to how we do these kind of problems. And you should have a easy time doing even number ones. Okay, one more here. Let's go. Okay, so they want to do hypotenuse-leg. So, okay, one pair of legs already congruent. So all you had to state what? We must state the hypotenuse are congruent, right? Okay, so that's pretty easy. So you just had to say the hypotenuse DE gotta be congruent to the hypotenuse DE is gonna be IJ, okay? And there you have it, okay? So hypotenuse and leg. If you have two right triangles, if the hypotenuse match up, one pair of the legs match up, the two triangles are exactly the same shape and size. So we can say they're congruent. Okay, happy hunting and hope you success doing an even number of problems. We will see you next time.